All right, Bobcat fans, welcome to Opening Drive with Coach Josh Strickland. We have a special guest today, Miss Hannah Farrell, or Honey, whatever,
Right,
biscuits and honey today.
I bring the sweetness.
She brings the sweetness, yeah. Coach Strick, how's this week's practice been going so far?
It's been going good, man. It's Wednesday, and we just came off the field and had a really, really good one, upbeat practice, and actually had a little scuffle, which I'm good with, man. So the intensity's still there.
so like Coach Prime said, whenever there's a scuffle, you want everybody running the scuffle? Or
I didn't want him on this one. He has 80-something players on his team.
Yeah.
So.
So Friday night was kind of rough. We're gonna hit it real quick on it against T High.
Mm-hmm.
I know that was one. Do we have any positives come out of that ball game that you can see?
Yeah, we did. I mean, I thought, they scored one offensive touchdown in the first half, and I thought our guys did good. I mean, we had 3 turnovers on defense, 2 interceptions and a fumble, and I thought those guys, I thought they really got after it. We didn't, our defense was on the field a lot, unfortunately, and so that doesn't really help them. Continue that in the second half, and I think our guys got a little tired because they were out there for so long.
And that is a problem whenever you're playing a team that's their offensive line is probably one of the biggest we've seen.
Yeah.
And they just laid on us. Like you said, the first half was pretty awesome. We had 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
And we had stops on the ball. That is definitely positive.
Yeah, for sure. And we just didn't play complimentary football. And I'm waiting for us to do that, and I'm waiting for both sides of the ball with our special teams. To all come together at the same time. I've seen glimpses of it all, but I need it to all come together for us to, have a chance to win.
So all right, let's quit talking about Texas.
Really quickly though, I made a bet with the team that if they won, I would shave my head, and I fully prepared to show up Monday.
That was my only motivation Friday night.
So could you imagine her with no hair on her head at all?
Cody said he would kick me out of the house until it grew back, but I was fully prepared. I would be homeless for you, Coach Strickland.
I appreciate that.
Thank you.
That's a huge Bobcat fan right there.
Yeah,
willing to shave her head and be homeless at the same time.
It really is.
So Friday night we got Marshall.
Mm-hmm.
Huge rivalry. Back last couple of years it's been up and down. Last year we got them.
Yeah.
That was a huge win for us this year. And what is it going to take this year to do the same thing?
It's funny going the game last year. I got the same question about the rivalry, and I kind of told my guys, I said, really, it's not really a rivalry because on our end we've lost 7 in a row to them up until last year. And I said, that's not much of a rivalry, so it's y'all's job to make it one again. And we did that. And for us to keep making it that, we got a long ways to go to even that score right now. So Friday night, our guys don't have to go anything and do anything more than they can do. I just need them to do what they can do.
Right.
And, they don't have to press. They don't have to go out there and try to do something extra more than what they're capable of. We just got to go out there and do what we're capable of, and we'll be fine.
So do the guys feel like, that is their big rivalry now? It used to be Pine Tree back in the day.
I think so. I try to take any outside thing that could be a distraction or cause us to play a little differently or whatever, kind of out of it. But I also want them to be aware of, hey, they're in the county, and it's going to be their homecoming, and they chose you for a reason. So we'll see about the little extra motivation there.
Do you feel like the guys take that personally when they do choose Hallsville as a homecoming? Because you know what they're saying, right?
Yeah, sometimes it's out of our control, though, as far as when you schedule one thing or another. Like, we always try to knock it out before district, right. So you're kind of limited to your 2 home non-district games, and I kind of know a little bit different as far as how that scheduling goes, but I'll use it as a coach for sure.
Right.
What does that? And we talked about this before. You have all these things before, like we got Western Days coming up next, the week after.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a distraction for you and the guys? You have to get off early off the field for them to have their time in the sunlight or whatever, night light or whatever.
No, what I've kind of done is I've always had kind of a off the field at 7 script and off the field at 6:55 script. And so now I just kind of mesh them together, and we always get off the field about 6:57 and do it every week so we keep it the same.
So you said there was a scuffle today, which you love. So do you feel like that?
It was actually not that big of a deal.
But
we talked real loud, correct?
No, it was a guy going over the middle, another guy going for a hit, and one guy didn't like it. But
But
it
you
was
kind of
fine.
like it because
Oh
it's
yeah.
like let's
if you're in
let's-
if you're in week 5 or 6 and your guys are still going that hard in
Right.
practice, then that's good for
and
that's
let's
good
channel
for
that
us.
Friday.
Oh yeah, it's good for
I
us
love
for
that.
sure.
Well, I mean, we're on, this is the second week of district coming up. I mean, I guess the meat of it's coming now. I know Texas was probably our toughest opponent. I would think. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, they're a really good team. They're a top 10 team for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's time to get serious about district. Have y'all already discussed playoffs? And I hate to even bring it up early in the season of going back to the playoffs again.
I mean, from week 1, that's our goal, and
Yeah.
so the guys know that is our goal to get in the playoffs. And we don't really think about the who we're going to play or what date it is. We just know that every game that we play works towards that goal. That's pretty much as far as I'm going to take it. They know that game's important because it's the next one.
Right.
And I tell them all the time, you're only as good as your next play, not
Right.
your last one. We're only as good as our next game. Thank goodness, not our last one. So we get a chance. The good thing about football is you get a chance to go out there every Friday night and do it again.
So what about Marshall? Can we expect? What are we going to see from Marshall?
They're throwing the ball more this year. I think they're more 60-40 pass than they have been. I think last year they're like 68-32 maybe. Now they're about 60-40. They're going to set. Pretty much they're going to have a run call up front, set some good athletes at receiver, and see which way you're going to adjust to stop this or just to stop that,
Right.
and they're going to attack you where they think you're weak.
That's odd.
on
Marshall's
offense.
used to just a running team, they
Yeah.
have the speed athletes.
Yeah, and I think they're about 60-40. I know for sure, and I think they threw it 30 times versus Longview. I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
And then on defense, I mean, we're looking at they mix it up a little bit, but you're looking at some guys, linebackers that fly around, defensive line that's not as big as T-Highs, but a group that gets around pretty quick, and then a secondary that's Marshall's going to always have an athletic secondary.
Right.
But I mean, it's nothing as far as scheme wise we haven't seen.
Well, I mean, you got film on them from years past, so that helps out quite a bit.
Oh yeah, in our district, we don't play the whole game of I'm gonna trade this film and this film, and you got to go find. We just have a pool, and everybody puts all 10 games in a pool. So, if you put one in, you pull the rest of them out. So you'll have every game from every opponent this year. It's kind of how we do it as a district.
Well, good deal. Well, Bobcat fans, that's been Opening Drive with head coach Josh Strickland and my new co-host over there, Miss Honey. Thank y'all for watching.